Hi Cienna, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to go over the colors that I chose for your palette and your color recommendations. So this is the link that's going to be in your email that you receive. When you tap on it, it brings you to your palette link that I created for you. And this is going to be a size 12 palette, so it does have 2 layers, which means that it will fit everything that you need for your entire face in this one palette. And the 12 means that it can fit 6 tins on the top, or twice the amount of eyeshadows if you would like that. So it could fit 12 eyeshadows on 1 layer or 6 of our regular size tins. And when I say tins, that just means these colors here that you can pop in and out of your palette. So once you use one of these colors up, then you can come onto the site and just order a refill to replace back in the palette. So you don't have to buy a completely new palette every time you need to get your makeup. So I'm just going to walk through your colors really quick and kind of explain what each of the colors are for and some of the things that you can change around and swap to your personal preference or take out of your palette if you'd like, and the things that you want to keep as is. And just know that your palette isn't completely full, so if you wanted to add some more colors, you are more than welcome to, or if you wanted to take some colors out, that's perfectly fine as well. I just want to make sure that you absolutely love it. And I know everyone's personal preferences are a little bit different. So again, if you want to take some things out or swap some shades around, that's fine. As long as it fits within your style and your budget, then that is perfectly fine with me. So you can change the design of your palette here at the bottom if you'd like to, but those are your 4 options that you have to choose from. And the first 3 colors that we're going to go over are going to be your 3D foundation colors. These are going to be the only colors that you do not want to change because they're based on your skin tone and what are going to work best with your skin tone. So the first color is your contour shade, which is indigo. This is going to go around areas of your face where you want to create some extra depth and dimension. So your cheekbone area, across the top of your forehead, even underneath your jawline, on your nose, if you'd like to contour your nose as well. The second color is going to be your foundation shade or your main highlight color. So this is going to match your skin tone. And the color is called Cinnamon. I absolutely love this color. And if you do see that the color is a little off, no worries, just let me know and I'll have our customer service swap it out for you. Really easy, and we can get that fixed for you. But I rarely have that happen, but in case that it does, then just know that you are able to swap your colors out as long as it's within 30 days of purchasing your palette. And you're also able to return any colors that you do not want within that 30-day window as well. The third color in your 3D foundation is Papaya. This is going to act as your brightening highlight, which is essentially like a concealer color. So this would go on the inside and outside corners of your eyes, down your T-zone area, anywhere really that you want to brighten up your face. So those are the only 3 colors that you do not want to change. The next 3 colors and any colors hereafter are shades that you can switch around to your personal preference, or you can remove if you want to take them out, okay? So they're not mandatory. The 3 colors that I'm going to talk about next are lip and cheek colors, and this just means that they can be used as a blush on your cheeks, or they can be used as a lip color on your lips. So you can use them both as a lip color or a blush, or you can use it just one or the other. Your choice. The first color is Black Cherry. And one thing that I will say is to make sure to go to the bottom of your email and check out the swatches of these colors, because the swatches look very different sometimes from what the actual tins look like here on the website. Black Cherry here looks very, very dark. However, it does have a little bit more of a glossy feel to it, and it's not quite as pigmented as it looks. So it's absolutely beautiful, but I thought it would look really beautiful on your skin tone. The next is going to be ruby, and the last is sandstone. So take a look at those swatches and see what you think of those. If you would prefer something with more of like a pink color, a little pop of color for the summertime, let me know and I can give you some other great recommendations as well. Okay, let's move on to the second layer of your palette. So the next color is going to be Glow Illuminator. And Illuminator is basically like a highlighter in the makeup world. So you would tap this color on the tops of your cheekbones just to give yourself I would say like a lit from within type of glow. It's just going to give you a little bit of that dewiness. It is still a cream. And so it, like I said, it just gives you that little extra oomph, that little extra glow. It's not glittery by any means. It's just very subtle, and I find that it just kind of takes my makeup to the next level. Next up, we have some eyeshadow colors, and I chose 3 different matte shades and 3 different shimmers that you can use. One of the eyeshadows is one of my absolute favorite colors, which is Leo. It's this really beautiful, like burnt orange type of color. The next matte shade is Chai, which would be wonderful to use just as like a base for your eyeshadow colors. And then the last color is Zion, which would be a good shade that you could use as like an everyday color, maybe even blended with Leo to add a little extra depth in your eyeshadow look in the crease of your eyeshadow. And if you would like me to kind of walk through some different ways to wear these in combination with each other once you get your makeup in, I am more than happy to either hop on a FaceTime or a Zoom call, or we can meet one-on-one in person, and we can go through how to apply your makeup. If you grab any eyeshadows, we can walk through some eyeshadow combinations. I absolutely love doing that, and it's just another way that I like to make sure that my customers feel confident in the makeup that they purchase and how to apply. The 3 shimmers that I chose for you are Stardust, Ginger, which is one of my favorites as well, and then Eve, I thought would be absolutely beautiful on you. So check out the swatches of those eyeshadows as well. They are at the bottom of the email, so if you decide, I think these colors are pretty, but I'm leaning more towards some pink tones, something like soft and sassy, I don't know, then let me know and we can kind of rework those colors. Or if you want to just take a look at the colors yourself and switch them around to your preference, then you can scroll down to where it says eyeshadows. There are a lot to choose from, to say, which I feel like is an understatement. So you can take a look at these colors and take a look at the swatches in the email. And if you want to remove any of these colors, just tap on it and press remove item. And if you want to add one, just press the plus button and it will pop up into your palette. But other than that, there is not a translucent setting powder here in the palette. We do have a vanilla dust setting powder, which is here. However, I know that you mentioned you have oily skin, and I also have areas on my face that are oily, and I feel like it does not work that well for me in those areas. So there are 2 powders that I would recommend, which are loose powders. One is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and you can choose a shade that kind of works with your skin tone in that powder to set your makeup with and tap on. Or Fenty Beauty has a really great setting powder as well. And again, you can choose a shade that kind of works with your skin tone that you can use to set your makeup with. You can use a fluffy brush if you'd like to set your makeup with that. Or you can use a velour puff, which I buy like a pack of, I don't know, like 10 for $7 from Amazon. And they are absolutely amazing at just really getting that product kind of like pushed into my pores and helping to decrease that shine. So if you need any tips or recommendations on that, on how to set your makeup, especially with oily skin, I've got you. So I did also find though that once I purchased this makeup, because I was worried with myself having oily skin, I was really worried about wearing cream makeups and my skin being even oilier. But what I did find was that once I started wearing the makeup, it took about a week and a half to 2 weeks for my skin to get used to the hydration from the creams, and then my oil production on my face started to balance itself out, and I did not produce as much oil because I was already getting enough hydration from those creams. So once you get your makeup, just know there is a little bit of a transition period. So give it about a week and a half to 2 weeks of wearing it consistently, and you'll see that your oil production starts to balance itself out a little bit more. Last but not least, once you have grabbed the colors that you need, the only other thing that you'll need is a brush, just because these brushes are specifically designed to work with cream makeup. So you'll just go to brushes and tools after you press the menu button. And the one brush that I recommend for everyone to start off with is the blush and bronzer brush. You can apply everything on your face with this one brush, and I love how this brush blends. It gives the most flawless airbrush finish. So that's the one that I recommend to start off with. However, if you would like 2 brushes, you can grab the blush and bronzer brush and the detail brush. But I always let everyone know the blush and bronzer brush is the way to go when you're just getting started with the makeup. If you need an eyeshadow brush, there is the actual eyeshadow brush. And if you'd like any other recommendations for brushes, I'm happy to give them to you. There's just kind of a good bit to choose from here, so I don't want to overwhelm you. If you need a brush cleaner, the brush cleaner from Saint is awesome. And I usually just clean my brushes once a week, just because with the brush cleaner, you just spritz it on a towel, swirl your brushes in until it's clean, and it disinfects, conditions, and sanitizes them all in one, and you don't have to wait for them to dry because you don't have to use water. So that is a plus. But once you've added your brush, you're just going to press the back button to go back to your palette. And when you're ready, just press add items to bag. And from there, you'll see once you add up to $50 or more, you'll get free shipping, and you'll also have a palette credit. So with these tins that you add to your palette, you'll essentially get your compact here, or your palette carrier here for free. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. Again, once you get your makeup in, then we'll go through how to apply it, and I'll answer any questions that you have, give you any tips and tricks that or advice, troubleshooting things that I can help you out with. I'm more than happy to do. And other than that, I'm very excited for you to try out this makeup. So let me know how I can help, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend.